And I survived being dead that day. So I don't know why I survived, but I choose to make the most every day.
It was the day before Halloween. Marion Hedges, a mother of two from New York City, was shopping for Halloween candy, planning to donate it to underserved communities. But that trip to the store would change her life forever.
My son was standing next to me, and last thing I remember was coming out of the store. I don't remember much else.
Two 12-year-olds allegedly pushed a shopping cart over the edge of a walkway.
The cart fell more than 70 feet, crashing on top of Marion.
I broke all my ribs and my collarbones, and my heart stopped beating.
She was rushed to a nearby hospital and placed in a medically induced coma. She wouldn't regain full consciousness for weeks.
Did anybody at the time say it was that you were lucky to be alive, or, I mean, your head was split open, for goodness sake?
I've said to many people how lucky I am and how lucky my son was. And my friends have said, "What do you mean, Marion? You're not lucky. What happened to you is not lucky." I said, "No, I am the luckiest unlucky lady in the world."
Marion had suffered a traumatic brain injury. She had to relearn basic skills like how to read and swallow. She still suffers from double vision, short-term memory loss, and PTSD.
Any mother of two has challenges on her own, but to have to deal with raising two children with brain damage, how do you do it?
When I came out of the hospital, my children were not living with me. They moved to my mother-in-law's house, and they were there for a while.
Was it because it was just too much?
It was too much, and I really could barely take care of myself. That was very, very tough for me.
How did you deal with that emotionally day to day?
The emotional problem with a brain injury is you have emotional regulation problems.
Really?
So for 10 years, I haven't cried a tear, and I don't really laugh. I don't have highs or lows.
With the support of her husband of 30 years, she's determined to create a new normal.
We try to thank God for each day that comes to us where without strife, pain, or stress.
That's a good day.
That's a good day. It's a great day.
It's a great day.
The two boys responsible for throwing the shopping cart pled guilty to assault. They were sentenced to juvenile facilities for less than 2 years each. In 2018, a jury awarded the Hedges family nearly $45 million after they sued the mall and a security company. Both denied wrongdoing and appealed. The total award was significantly reduced. Marion says she has never heard from the boys who injured her.
Do you forgive those boys?
I don't think about forgiveness because forgiveness means that I had a negative energy to begin with, okay? And I don't. I hope those young boys can find something to do to make a difference.
Were you ever angry? Were you ever, why did this happen to me? Ever any of those feelings that would be human?
I guess they would be human, but I don't believe in looking back and thinking why, because there's a lot of whys in life. I did have survivor guilt for many years. Oh, I thought, why am I not in a wheelchair? Why wasn't my spine broken? There's a lot of whys you can go through life, okay? It becomes exhausting.
There are a lot of people who will say, if somebody did that to me, I don't know if I could be so positive, but you exude love and you exude grace. Where do you get that from?
I've always had a lot of grit and grace in my life. I can tell you that I don't think holding grudges gets you anything in life. I think you have to make your path and make your decision.
Today, Marion's new path is taking her to the same community where she was hurt. She started her own nonprofit for teens called Sweet Returns.
Where we're going to have after-school educational programs, mentoring, and really help them to make good decisions in life.
Marion's very own Sweet Return, a dream she created 10 years ago while recovering. Now, a reality.
Are you proud of yourself with how far you've made it?
You know, some days I'd like to stay in bed with the covers up, but the reality is it's a beautiful day. Get going, get going. I have to be chosen to live for a reason. There must be a reason. So I choose to choose life, and I enjoy it.
Oh, my word.
Right after Marion was hit by the shopping cart, a resident doctor who just happened to be in the area heard her son's screams and came over to help. He administered CPR and saved Marion's life. She told me they remain in touch to this day, going out to dinners, and Marion has even offered to contribute to his children's education. And just really quickly, a point that resonates with me, a couple of points. We talk about her 2 children. You saw there how young they were. They lost a huge part of their mom. She was the busy volunteer mom. They were in that area because she was talking about the importance of giving back. And so there was a large chunk of their life that they kind of lost the mom that they knew, and that's taken its toll. And one more note, let's talk about caretakers just for a moment, because her husband has now been a caretaker for the last decade. He would write her these loving notes and tell her that she was not alone and that he loved her. And he had a heart attack a couple of years ago. I mean, it has taken its toll. It's been very stressful.
I was just struck by how she talked about forgiveness. And to have forgiveness, you have to feel an anger. And she didn't have that.
She didn't have that.
I mean, that was remarkable.
Through it all. Everything I've just mentioned. She goes back to the area where it happens and chooses to open up a center for the kids, so that something like that doesn't happen to anyone else. I mean, it is remarkable.
Incredible.
Remarkable. By the way, if you would like to learn more about Marion's nonprofit, it's called Sweet Returns. We have information on today.com.
That's great. That was an awesome story.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.